if you want to write down, it's going to be division with exponents and the zero property of exponents. So those are your two new properties. Division with exponents, zero property of exponents. What's that? We'll get there. You're always jumping ahead of me. We're actually going to skip a few of these slides here. I'm going to go out. Some of these are just warm-up slides, which we just did some warm-up stuff, so we don't really need them. We need this slide now. Yep, right there. That's where we need to start. I don't know why that number's screwed up. It should be 8-2. Anyway, notice what occurs when you divide power. So here's your division. If you're labeling them, division with exponents. Keywords here, same bases. Same base. Remember, these powers with exponents only work when you got same base. So let's look at one. We're going to start looking here on the left. 5 to the 5th over 5 to the 3rd. 5 to the 5th over 5 to the 3rd. 5 to the 5th literally means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, doesn't it? 5 to the 3rd literally means 5 times 5 times 5. You agree? Now look, the next step. I wrote it out again, but I crossed out these and these. Why?
Because you have to divide.
They just cancel each other out. There's 3 on top, 3 on bottom. They just eliminate each other, right? You guys are familiar with the elimination method. They eliminate each other. They're gone. What's that leave? Just 2 5s, or 5 times 5, which is 5 squared, which is 25. So in essence, can anybody tell me what the rule for division is? This is the expanded form. Hopefully you'll never do this again. What? Subtract. Subtract. Take the top number and subtract it from the bottom number. But what do they have to have? Like bases, or common bases. Must, to be able to do this rule. Here's the algebraic over here on this far side of this table. You need to write that down if you don't have the notes. That's the rule. Anytime you've got division with exponents, just subtract the bases. Or I'm sorry, subtract the powers if you've got like bases. Here's another numerical example. 6 to the 9th over 6 to the 4th. That's 9 minus 4, which equals 5. 6 to the 5th power. We're going to try some of these in a minute. So, pretty simple stuff. What do you think? First one. 7 to the 5 minus 2. Eventually you'll quit writing that step. And you'll just get 7 to the, minus 3. Thank you. And that gets you what? 7 squared, which equals 49. Some people go straight to that answer. Some people need to write the intermediate answer, or intermediate step. Some people need to write this step too. Eventually you'll get to the point where I think you'll be able to go straight to that answer if you can already. Please, on these, write that. Now, it's not wrong until I give you a calculator. Okay? You can write it this way until I give you a calculator. But it's better to write it as a number. How about here? Okay, so if you write the intermediate step, it's x to the 10 minus 9, which is? Good, I like it. X. You don't need to write the first power, do you? You can, not wrong, but it's better, more formal, if you just write the x instead of x to the first. Good. You're going to try, try these two on your own real quick. Just do them right there on your notes. Shouldn't take but 2 or 3 seconds here. Already got them, huh? Please, slap an answer down there. We're going to do red, green, or yellow here real quick so I can get a feel how you're doing. Hopefully everybody's done with the first one. 9 to the 7th. We get it? Green, we got it. Red, we didn't. Yellow, we know what we did wrong. Austin, you green?
Yeah.
Everybody green? Daniel, you green, buddy? Okay, how about this one? E to the fifth. I know that's slow. E to the fifth. Kaylee can't figure out which card to put up. Gotcha. Green. All right, I like it. All right, next rule. I think we've got the basic part of that rule. This is the zero property of exponents. Zero property of exponents. Get the PowerPoint notes. You probably need to write that in. When the numerator and denominator have the same base and the exponent, subtracting the exponents could result in 0. So let's see what happens when that case takes shape. Get rid of that. 4 squared over 4 squared. Here's a basic example of this. These are like bases, aren't they? Since they're like bases, that means we can do 4 to the 2 minus 2. What's 2 minus 2 now? Don't stretch your brain too much. That's 4 to the 0. As he said earlier, Storm, right? As Storm said earlier, 4 to the 0, or 1, as I've got up here. Any number to the 0 power is 1. Write that down. Any number to the 0 power equals 1. 1 billion to the 0 power is 1. X to the 0 power is 1. A, B, C, D, E, F, G to the 0 power is? Careful. It depends on how it's written. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If the 0 power is just sitting there like that,
It would be 1. A, B, C, D, E, F.
your answer would be this. The G is the only thing that's 1. But if I do this, then the answer, the whole thing is 1. So be careful where the parentheses are. If you got multiple things, just be careful where the parentheses are. How about 0 to the 0 power?
0. 1.
Any number, even 0. It looks odd, doesn't it? 0 to the 0 power? It equals 1, guys. Any number. So you're going to go home tonight, you're going to show how dumb your parents are. And you're going to say, Mom, I love you so much, I'm going to give you $1,000 to 0 power. She'd be like, you're crazy, you don't have $1,000. Probably tell you to shut up, go to bed, you're grounded, you know, one of those things. Quit lying. Show her how dumb she is, right? She'll have no idea what you're talking about. But it's true. Any number of 0 power is 1.
Then we would end up having to give her $1.
Oh, you just don't have $1. If you got 1,000 pennies, you got $1, buddy.
Yeah, okay. I don't have $1.
Try getting them.
A paper dollar.
Here's the expanded form. If you need to see why that is or understand why this is. If you look here, 4 squared over 4 squared, that's 4 times 4 over 4 times 4. The 4's all cancel out. That leaves 1 over 1, right? 1 over 1 reduces to 1. Okay, so 0 is kind of a special case with that. Word problems.